audio?
Hello.
Yeah, okay. I hear myself.
There we go. Now we gotta transition, do some magic flipperoo.
There you go, Alex.
Hey!
My man. Now let's see if it actually updates on
I
YouTube.
just imagine Essa just having a little drop of tear of joy right now, seeing that.
I doubt he's
So
watching.
proud of him.
Now, can somebody check that we actually have audio?
Hopefully.
Let's check.
Doesn't look like it on my computer.
Hold up.
It worked.
Okay.
It works.
Oh, nice.
Just make sure to mute, because your audio goes then.
Yeah, I've already
Remember
muted everything.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I've already closed my Discord because no one likes the
Beautiful.
bling, 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 bling.
Bling, bling.
So, everybody, welcome to the Friday podcast that we have every Friday. That's why it's called the Friday podcast. This
Friday
week,
podcast?
huh?
Is it called Friday podcast?
Well, it's the Ninja Robot Friday podcast.
No, it says Ninja Robot podcast.
Yeah, on Fridays. Anyways, today we have, instead of Essa and Alexei on the background, we only have Alexei, so he's learning the OBS setup.
So let's support.
Let's see, can you actually do the bing?
So I knew how to do it half an hour ago. Then I realized there's like 3 of those buttons. I found more. So
Okay, so what happens?
we're about to find out.
All right, welcome to the
Yeah.
Ninja Robot podcast.
Don't.
Make
I already
news.
saw categories
That wasn't
pop
it.
up.
That wasn't it. That because he changed these. Oh my goodness.
So you press
Alright.
and then you transition and.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Boom! Very nice.
Yeah.
But there's no music.
Essa, somebody took your job, bro. All right.
There was no music. It wasn't a perfect 10. So.
Yeah, there was no music last time either.
Ah.
I rewatched the last podcast where we were doing, you had the thing.
Yeah.
There was no music at all throughout the
Okay.
entire thing.
Really?
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soon, PM.
But anyways, we got background music. Anyways, everybody welcome. We have some topics here to cover this week that have happened at Surrogates. Some new things in the admin panel for creators. As always, we have also Carlito with a couple announcements, some actually big announcements. One potentially a world record.
What?
Yes, wait till
What?
you hear about this. Plus, he's also got some other stuff about controlling a person over the internet coming up very soon.
What?
Yes. See, I know more than you now about
Yeah.
Carlito stuff.
Well, the thing is, we were supposed to have a call and we didn't because
Okay.
there's probably not enough stuff. But of course there is. How naive I am. Oh my.
of course, it's Carlito.
Yes.
We also had our question and answers yesterday call with the creators and Severi and Esko,
Yep.
who were the chief architect and CTO of the company. So we can talk about that. We have some clips from the community, from Sumo Bots.
Can we share some bloopers from yesterday?
Yeah, we could pull up the
That GIF maybe?
GIF. Oh, that.
Yeah. Or maybe I can
true.
share the picture of Esko. I have another one.
Yeah, we
see.
could share
Give some
clips of
insights what we're
Esko,
doing.
but also the Robot Explorer. We can talk about
Yes.
the M5 bots that you guys saw us using in the Robot Explorer. Stan's gonna give some information on those. He's got one right here. So if you're interested in making a game, that's a really low-cost way of doing it. And then we have something special we'll end this with, which is a potential game we might launch in the next couple weeks.
It's very different experience.
Yes. And it's very similar to maybe what Carlito's having here.
What Bien said is that it's so stupid that I like it.
Yes. Stupid things are usually pretty funny, at least.
That's right.
But yes, let's start off with the new creator settings. So we've been getting. Did you say something?
No.
Oh, you had your mouth open.
I was eagerly waiting what you're gonna say. That was my focused face.
So we had some creators, especially Carlito, who was asking for features to make the game testable with no one seeing the game
Private.
in a private mode. So now for creators, I'll just go through the flow really quick. So if I go to my games here,
Can we switch the scene?
Yes, sir.
Yep, perfect.
so I'm in my place.
Uno.
I can check my Uno game. And here in privacy, where normally we only had unlisted and public, so public meaning that it's on the site in those categories that you see on the front page. Unlisted meant that it wasn't there, but if you went to the link, it would still work. And now we have a new place called private, a new mode called private, which immediately gives you a really scrambled long URL that you can share with testers and test your games completely in privacy. And if you go to the same link, so say mine's Nintendo Switch Uno or something, if you go to that link, it's going to show offline. The chat doesn't get shown. But if you go to this link, you'll be able to play the game and chat with everybody and test. Total privacy.
To add upon that, before you could use our API to actually pull all possible types of games. Like, for example, Mordecai had a bot for that.
Right.
But with the release of this feature, it becomes impossible to do that. So that link is very hard to kind of crack, we could say. It's very long. There's a lot of characters. It will be. It's like hacking a password of somebody's, basically. So it's very hard.
Right. So it's just getting more privacy stuff, but also makes it easier for you guys when you want to test things and hold on to a secret before you launch it and make sure it's all running good before anybody else sees it. So, yeah, we rushed that into production yesterday.
All right.
It just came onto the
Shout
live.
out to the full stack team for making it happen.
Yes. So that's that. We're always developing more stuff for creators. So if you have ideas, definitely let us know. This just yesterday we had a Q&A session with creators on the Discord. So we have this every 2 weeks.
Can you tell us more about it? Because I actually missed it, unfortunately, again.
Well, it was just like the other ones. Some of the creators jumped into the Discord chat, and maybe you want to switch back to us then. Some people, creators jumped in the Discord chat, and this is a time for them to ask any questions that they might have about Surrogate or making a game or issues they've seen, features they'd like to request, or just in general know more about anything on the software or hardware side of Surrogate. And Severy was there answering a lot of questions, as well as Esco. And we had Carlito and
Were there any
Fidget
like
Dice and
memorable
others.
moments you had, like some interesting discussions?
So one of them was more on the topic of image recognition. So some creators were asking for more access to image recognition to use that inside of their games, like we use on Sumo bots, so you can detect the position of the bot, who is out of zone, who out of bounds, or an RRC where you can potentially even have the cars driving around. So if we get a lot more requests like that, we could start looking into it. We just want to make sure it's solid feature that comes out that you can use even more. Because there is already image recognition for detecting
Well, the thing
end states.
Yeah. The thing is, you already can put image recognition anywhere.
Mhm.
It's just we don't have our own code for that, only for the Mario Kart, for the game console. But technically,
Yep.
you already can. If you find any image rec library out there, you can use it for events to kind of define what happens in our Python as well.
Yeah, like Mordecai and Proco used on Zelda.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many events did they use?
Too many.
60, 90?
Well,
I've heard different
I think
accounts
it's
now.
getting higher and higher.
Yeah,
the
so,
bar, so-
but for example, I mean, you can detect things on the screen in your game and potentially have that trigger things in the game. So you can get creative with that. There's a lot of potential.
Yep.
But yeah, the next Q&A will happen in 2 weeks. But we might end up meshing it with this podcast. So it might end up being that,
Every second week.
yeah, every second week it's me and Stan sitting here giving you updates. And then on the other weeks, it's Severy and Esco here having on this YouTube chat. And you can ask questions in the chat here on YouTube.
But we're still thinking about it, looking what's the best way. But let us know in the comments here or on our Discord community. What do you think about this idea?
Yeah.
How does that? Sorry. How does that work then for all the other things that we do on this podcast? Like, I know the Q&A sometimes runs really long.
Well, it lasted an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The first time, it lasted an hour and a half. The second time,
Yeah. But if we
this
like,
sometimes
replace
runs
it
an
with
hour and a half, so it's about the same.
Yeah, well, it's still an idea.
Oh, okay. So we like replace the whole podcast.
Yeah,
with
so
a Q&A.
Friday could be Q&A.
And
Next
then-
Friday would be podcast.
Okay.
Next Friday would be Q&A.
So kind of meshing it up.
So our news that we would
Not
give
my
here would be,
podcast.
well, you still get it every
I
2
know,
weeks.
yeah.
So we'd have 2 week long news to give you guys on those Fridays.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it easier on us so we can get everything that's important out, and then also that more people are visible to what is happening on Surrogate and ask any questions they want.
Yeah, and just give us feedback because ultimately, I guess it's up
for
to the
you.
community and how they want it. as
Exactly.
well.
Let's get into Carlito's announcements.
Ba-ba-bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
Last week there was a tournament, by the way.
Okay, tell about that.
So there was the Lito Tanks tournament last Sunday. Actually, don't remember who won. Oh no.
Oh no, you better look it up.
Carlito's in the chat if he wants to
Carlito,
say.
who won? I'll tell, and you write me while who won. So the tournament was with the Lito Tanks. As far as I know, Carlito's actually changing that game, and to commemorate that, he had the last tournament. So the top 8 were actually fighting against each other. It was like an event for an hour, and we were just trying to win as many wins as possible against each other. And yeah, I managed to get into there together with Essa. Essa was like top 1. And actually, he was the top 1 during the whole Lito Tanks thing, not before the tournament, because randomly forgot to play on the last day. He needed to win 2 times, which would take him pretty quick, but he just forgot about the event, and he came like last 2 minutes, and he couldn't. So Essa was the winner of the whole game.
So Essa won.
Not the tournament, but like he won most of the games throughout Lito Tanks.
Okay, who won the tournament then?
Randomy.
Randomy.
Oh,
won.
Randomy came back then.
No,
And
randomly
did the
won
tournament
the
on that
tournament.
day.
Yeah, it was the other day. It was Sunday, and he won the tournament.
Okay.
And I got to the top 8 to get to the tournament on Friday in like 1 hour.
And you weren't there.
No, I was on the tournament as well.
Oh, okay.
But we were speed running with the Koichi boys. He was helping me. In 1 hour, we had like 14 wins. Just like running as fast as we can. So it's really fun. But yeah, Carlito is changing the game though.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about that.
Well, and that was the new map he made.
Yes.
For that.
So he showed the game on the tournament. Sorry, the new map.
Right.
But there might be some extra stuff coming that I cannot tell about.
Okay.
Regarding the tanks and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it as an announcement, so
okay. But I cannot tell it. So
maybe next week you guys will hear more about that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Christian says can't have a podcast without Carlito announcements. That's right.
Might as well just put a virtual Carlito here. And,
and we're just like, hit it, Carlito. Start talking. We just get a robot that does, and Carlito can do
this one.
Speaking through it. Yeah, that face.
Carlito is like Rick Sanchez. So many new creations all the time, right?
Exactly. All right, so the first announcement from Carlito. On the 11th will be the first event where you are going to control a human being.
What?
Yes. He did not give any details on how he's going to accomplish this. He did hint the other day in one of our live streams that we were getting kind of close with some of the stuff we were talking about.
Oh.
So if you were in, I think, Robot Explorer, there might be a hint there because we were talking about some certain ways. But it will be for Patreons only, his Patreons, and it'll be announced on Discord where to go.
What if... Okay, Stan is going to Patreon and sponsoring, because I want to play it.
I guess you're gonna. I mean, I'm assuming you're controlling Carlito, not some random kid he pulls off the street and hooks him up.
That sounds illegal.
I don't know.
Really? You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
As long
You
as
don't have a stance on that?
As long as that country allows it
He's consenting.
legally.
I mean, if it's a lost child.
Is there a law against hooking people up to the internet?
I mean, against
I
their
don't know.
will. Against their will, probably.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot of GDPR there.
Yeah. Is there a GDPR compliant hooking people to the internet?
All right, Shane, press the button.
Carlito says yes. You are gonna control me.
Press the
So there you
confirm
go.
button.
So everybody who wants to control Carlito, who has ever wanted to
You
control
can't. Your computer is
Carlito,
broken.
just to tap. And there we go.
So
We're gonna join the
Carlito's-
event.
Oh, patrons already know what
Yeah.
it is, apparently. So the information is there.
So wait,
But I'm not
Stan
gonna.
just joined the
Can
Patreon.
Stan reveal?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
But do you see it though?
Maybe he has to like send you an automated email or something.
I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. I'm not gonna jinx it. So I don't.
Okay. Anyways, if you
Tristan-
want to know about it early on, apparently you can go and join Carlito's Patreon.
I don't know. Tristan Bruce is over here hyping up in the chat.
What?
That it's
Wait,
really
wait.
epic. So
This is what?
What?
What? That
All right.
sounds scary.
Interesting.
Wait, I want to
But
see
that
this.
that might be the other thing. So, anyways, that's one announcement.
Don't say anything, of course. But what?
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 I don't even know what that means.
Who are you? And what do you know?
Who is your daddy? All right. I don't know. Actually, now I'm confused. I'm not sure what what it's gonna be. But if you want to be confused as well, go join Carlito's Patreon. The other announcement by Carlito today, he's going to attempt a world record, and that world record is somebody on the opposite side of the world from Carlito. The exact opposite is going to control his drone and fly it around his house. So it'll be the longest distance drone flying on the world.
How exact
that a fact?
opposite?
Exact opposite.
How
He found somebody who's the exact opposite side of
Where-
the...
where is
no
it?
way.
I don't know. He didn't tell me the exact coordinates. But
So like, if you go right through the Earth, it's on the other side.
that's where he will be.
Okay.
So it's the longest drone flying attempt in the world. So that'll be today if you want to go check that out. I'm not sure when his game's live. If we should...
Next up, you know, I checked the Patreon supporters of the page of Carlito. Like, oh guys, I hacked the Mars rover. Now you can control it on Surrogate. Nothing special.
Right.
Let's see.
So drone racing, playable in 6 hours, 38 minutes. So check that out. It's surrogate.tv/game/drone racing.
Okay, Carlito is writing that New Zealand is the antipode of UK.
There you go. New Zealand. And yeah, I guess it's even like this.
So it's the longest.
Yeah.
Longest.
Straight across. Wow.
Rick Sanchez is proud of you.
Very proud.
Much
So that'll be something to
technology.
see. Maybe we should contact Guinness Book of Records for that.
Maybe.
All right. Now we can check out clips of the week from SumoBots. So ones that people have sent through. So here is one sent by Randomy.
What is this?
He titled it 4 vs 1 Face-Off Ends in Tragedy. Wilbur's also sent the same clip, so apparently it's quite epic. So it's 4 people starting on one side, and they all killed themselves. And the guy on the left won.
That's
I don't know what that was.
epic fail.
Yeah, epic fail. And who's the winner there? 5. Congratulations, 5. Hard-earned win.
Speaking of Sumbots, we had a rover last week on it.
Did
know
you?
that? Yeah.
When you were hosting.
No, but then I
Right.
just gave to my game access to Mordecai as the admin, and I just left it there, and people were driving it all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, together with the sumo bots.
Okay. Well, maybe we can find a clip of that. Here's another clip. It's called Bot Flip While Still on the Arena. This was sent by Wilbers. So one of these bots is going to... Oh, right there. Empire bot flipped. So it gets into the gap there and flips
A
over.
question: since when do we have 60 FPS? It feels like it is. Or is it my eyes?
I mean, that does look pretty quick.
Did we just... Feels like 60 FPS.
I don't know. There was a little bit of blur there, actually. If you watch the white
okay.
bot.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So interesting bot flip. Caught by Wilbers. This one is titled Bot Sandwich by Ryder Liangle. And let's see what happens here. I guess orange.
I think the arena is gonna drop. I have a feeling. No?
Oh, here we go. Oh, they're just... Oh, those are all dead bots. That's why. So they're just pushing all the dead bots to the middle?
This is what happens during the quiet session.
Okay, well, that's an interesting game there. They're like perfectly in unison, though.
Yeah,
That was
it's like a
kinda
V.
crazy.
It's a V letter. Or a check mark.
Yeah,
Bots aligned, check. Arena dropping, check.
but they're not fighting each other. They're just pushing other bots off.
Alright, but I want to see. Are they actually all gonna fall?
They're kind of all
and then
fit
That
in
white
the
one was
arena.
still alive, though.
Wait, let's see.
Nosy Norwal.
They're all just trying to fit in.
And it looks like Randomy's going to lose here. Oh,
No,
well,
that's it.
that was the end of the clip. But anyways, good clips. Thank you for sharing. You can, if you got any other clips throughout the week when you're playing, you can send them into the Surrogate Clips channel on our Discord.
Yeah, I sent you one picture to your Discord.
Okay.
Don't show your Discord, but maybe you can open
Well, I mean,
the picture.
which on my internal or public?
The internal one.
Carlito said that he did try to contact Guinness World Records, but it's too pricey.
Yeah, Guinness Book of Records does charge a decent amount. It's like 10 grand or something. 7 or 10 grand.
And like, isn't most of the world records kind of odd ones? So like, they're just basically making money.
Then there's another one I can send you, I think.
So you want me to use this as the
We just
teaser?
can tell what we're doing, and I send you another one as well.
Okay.
You can choose between.
So, well, you can talk about it if you want.
So we're doing a new ad for creators, kind of to get more creators on the platform. It was a shooting day yesterday, which was pretty fun. We managed to get our studio into dark mode, which is super dope.
Yeah.
And we were trying to make Esco look like a cool coder.
Yeah.
So
Which is pretty easy because look at those glasses.
maybe,
All the coders wear these glasses, by the way.
maybe show the GIF as well. I think it's good.
So you sent me it?
Yeah.
All right. Here is the Jiffy.
So we're still like this is one of the scenes. We had some. I think next week maybe we can show your one. Just
Okay. But yeah, here's him coding, and then something pops up in front of him, and then boom, he's got all this stuff. And a thumbs up.
So yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming in that. More reveals coming about the clip and the video. But we're just shooting it. We were shooting it yesterday. It was pretty fun. A lot of editing now to do. But it's going to be a cool video, I think.
Yeah, cool pictures though. His shirt there says, "I am not insane," by the way. And it has a picture of an atom.
Yeah, except there's a bunch of poop emojis behind. And
Oh yeah.
I'm not insane.
I'm not insane.
I just bought a bunch of poop
Look at all
emojis.
these things.
It's a cool picture though.
And a small little pinball machine. Anyways, so that is that. So we're working on this commercial, and we'll keep you guys up to date as that goes forward. We got more clips coming, like I'm in it, doing some
The
things.
floss.
I'm doing some flossing. I'm doing some crying.
Many things.
Yeah.
Did anybody post any of the videos of him flossing?
Not yet. No. Don't tell anything yet. That's
Flossing like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's a new game.
Yeah.
So I was about to.
Floss Shane Steve.
I was about
New
to post
game
yesterday
instead.
though.
I just ate lunch. Floss my teeth.
Next
It's a
time.
new-
Let's
new
do a
game.
reveal next week. More stuff. Let's give it some time.
All right. This past what was it? Wednesday. We did Robot Explorer.
That's right. And we came back with the soccer as well. Again, do you have maybe the footage?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah,
if you
so
want to talk about it.
once again, we had the M5 bots, and we had them on our soccer field. We tried to have a 4-player game. Unfortunately, debugging the issues that happened were a bit unfortunate. So it turns out that there's some actual hardware issues with this specific M5 bot. It pulls, so the bot itself, I can actually show. So there's the M5 stack, which is an ESP what? 8? No, 32.
32.
ESP32, yes. And it has its own battery inside. And then the bot has its own battery as well. Actually, it's removed here, but there's a battery here usually. And when you plug an M5 into the bot, it stops using its own battery, and it uses the bigger battery of the robot itself. But what happened is that for some reason, when you pull a lot of power, when you drive the motors of the rover, it actually takes so much power that it also takes power from this battery, from the ESP's battery somehow. So it
Okay.
just takes out the battery, takes out the power from here, doesn't use the M5 power for the ESP, and then the ESP just turns off. So if you test it normally, like you go forward, back, left, right, it works fine. But if you drive like sumo bot people and you're like back, forward, left, right, it
Right.
instantly dies. So there's just too much energy usage.
Okay.
So the way we were able to fix it before the event, unfortunately the M5 stacks were in charge enough, was that we just took only 4 out of the 8 pins, because we only needed to send the data. We didn't need to have any electric connections.
Right.
So we only used the data channels and the ground cable, and that's it. And that way we were able to drive without any issues. But now the problem is, because there's so little battery in the ESP itself, we got to see how long does it last.
Yeah, and those weren't charged.
Yes,
Because they were getting drained.
those were in charge. So we have some ideas, like for example, we can turn off the screen itself, so that drains a lot of power. And then the other thing is to fully charge it and see how long it lasts. But
Yeah.
we're experimenting. The other way, the smarter way, is to have like some capacitor or something on one of these pins, So it goes in between the two, and then when there's not enough power, it uses the capacitor power, and then it continues. But that
Well,
requires
that
manual
makes
stuff,
much
which is a
sense.
bit annoying. Why?
Well, I mean, the capacitor power, it just stores a certain amount of energy and then it releases.
Yes, so that's what happens here. Sometimes it uses for like a millisecond or something so much power that it just doesn't have enough power to survive. It's like a drop and back.
Yeah, I don't think a capacitor is going to fix that.
Well, that's one of the ideas we have. So it's an experiment. If you
Or
guys,
we just have to get us another battery for this thing.
yeah,
directly
maybe.
or
but it's
something.
just an experiment. If
Yeah.
you guys have other ideas, let us
Carlito
know.
said the same thing. Just put a bigger battery.
Yeah.
Inside, it's a lot of work.
Just
That's
off to the side
that's
of it,
the
we're gonna
annoying
have
part.
to.
It's a lot of work. So we wish that this would work out of the box, of course. So
Sure, we'll
let's see.
figure out something. Because we want to put cameras on these too.
The-
and
the-
they're going to require more power.
Yes. The other cool part, though, about this specific M5, it's a bit different from the original one. You can actually attach here like a claw. So we're going to test with that. 'Cause
Right.
then it's an extra mechanic for a bunch of games.
Yeah. So it came with this now.
Yeah, let me actually bring the claw. Give me a sec.
No, these are 3D printed.
No,
They're
no.
not by us?
No, that's the new rover has an extra claw in it. It's like a motor
Okay.
with 2 Lego claws.
Okay. This just looks like something we printed.
Nope, I guess they print.
Interesting.
So there you go.
There you go.
I also, if we're talking about M5, tested the other robot they have, the Bala C. It arrived this week.
Right.
The one that has
It was in
2
the
wheels
Discord.
and it's self-balancing. Yeah, I posted some pictures and videos on the Discord. It's pretty cool. We gotta see if it makes sense because it's pretty easy for it to fall over. But if there's a way to solve that somehow, it would be pretty cool to drive on 2-wheeler, self-balancing 2-wheeler.
Yeah, I just wonder how long that they would last. That's the question.
The bot lasted for a while. It has the same battery as this one.
Yeah, but it has to balance too, so it's extra.
Let's see.
And it uses the same stack on top and all that, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Interested to see though. Where did you post it?
Probably general chat. Long time ago, far, far away,
Wow, it was
In
a
a-
couple, like 2 days ago maybe.
in a distant universe. No, it's not. Maybe it's in Game Creator. Yeah, it's in Game Creator.
Game Creators chat here.
Yep.
Here
March
it is.
3rd. There's a video and a picture.
Yeah, so I'll pull up the video here.
Carlitos says you should go do an event where you have to keep the bot up while going through a hard course. Like, that's an interesting event.
Yeah, the only issue is what do you do when the thing runs out of battery? It just goes.
Yeah,
It
like
does
resetting it. I mean, if it's an event though, it's fun. It's possible to just reset.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's there for sure.
Yep.
I don't know if I can pull it. It's not letting me pull Discord over here if
All
it's
right.
got a video. But
Well-
anyways, you can check it out in Game Creators chat. It's just a self-balancing robot that uses the same ESP32 thing on
Same
top.
little orange box.
Yeah. So you can buy these bots and you can just swap the computers.
Yeah. What I like about that one is that the bot with the ESP and everything, it's like $30, less than $30. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a
very
cheap one.
affordable.
Anything else you want to talk about M5 stuff?
We're testing cameras. Maybe next week we'll actually get to show you guys the.
Right, because that
Wi-Fi
balancing one
cameras.
has the camera on it.
Well,
The one in the picture.
out of the box it doesn't, but we are
Yeah.
able to use. So
Yeah,
they
we stuck one on it.
they sell these ESP cameras as well. M5 has their own in a casing. The problem with those, of course, is the image quality is not at its highest. I think we were able to get 480p at 15 frames, and if we overclock it, it might be like 22, 25 frames. When it's 22, 25 frames at 480p, it's already decent. Otherwise, we have to go to even lower resolution. But the image look nice. Like if you scale it out, it's not so bad. You see most of the stuff. So
Yeah.
it's an important experiment for us because this is very cheap cameras. So you can use them, and they're also really small. So you can use them on very small robots at small scale.
But didn't Carlito use some ESP32s?
He uses them on Busted.
Yeah.
But he uses them differently. So
Okay.
how we use it is we directly get from the network the video feed and we encode it through Raspberry with that. But Carlito, how he does it is he has a page on a web, like a web page, where he managed to like put it there, like the feed, kind of like through default software, and then he uses a capture card to capture it to the Raspberry Pi.
Oh, Yeah, you can use the default software for that.
Yes, so
'Cause
that's
you can
how
go
he
to a
does
browser.
it. Yes.
Right. Okay.
A smart way, to be honest. It's creative. Like.
Yeah, that's what we call a hacky thing that works.
Yes. It actually works on Busted.
True.
But we want to do it proper, and when we do and figure it out, we'll of course share the code for you all as well.
Exactly.
So we're trying to actually use these cameras directly with the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, because they're like what, 10, 15 bucks for the camera?
5.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
The ones I was looking at was like
the
10,
cheapest ones
15.
I think are $5.
Wow.
And they even have a connector that for power that goes from the camera directly to the M5 bot. So it uses the battery of this little board.
Well, then we better hope that battery's good.
Hope that battery is good and everything works. But yeah.
No.
So there's this under the USB-C. There's an extra connector. You can see it here, and then we use that one to connect the camera to the ESP.
Gotcha. Yeah, it might end up being a real easy kit. You just stick it all together. Is there still music happening on this right now? I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, there's background
Very
music.
quiet.
Oh, the playlist played.
There you go.
Good catch.
All right. But
Yeah.
I think that's all M5 related.
Yeah, well, I mean, here is the, if you want to go full screen on this, this is what we did on the Robot Explorer using those bots that Stan was just showing.
Yeah. Alexa, could you show them full screen? Thank you.
And we were trying to do 4v4, but as we said, there were some issues with the bots, or 2v2 on a 4-player game, but there were some issues with the bots. They didn't have batteries, so eventually we...
Put them all on cable.
Exactly. We put them all on cables. And it kind of worked, but the bots couldn't go very far. And then we just had like one on each goal. So it was a goalie, and then the other one's just kind of swinging around in the middle.
To be honest, I am glad we even got there because we were testing with Severy all day and we just couldn't figure out what's the issue. Because we
Right.
thought our initial idea was that the batteries on the M5s were just dead because they were like there for like half a year.
Right.
And they were just connected to power for half a year, always on. So we
Okay.
figured for sure the batteries are depleted. And they were actually depleted, but that wasn't the issue because then we took the new ones, we installed all the new code on the new M5 stacks. The rovers were new ones with totally new batteries, and then still it was the same issue. So, man,
Gotta figure out how to charge these
hardware is
things.
so complicated. I can tell
Sometimes
you that.
hardware is hard.
Yep.
But anyways, what's the idea? Next week we try to do this again, but
Sev-
hopefully it works.
Severy
or
was
something
like,
else.
we gotta make it work next week. We gotta show that you can do it properly.
Right.
So I
So
think he's
maybe
pretty
Monday we
focused
have
on
to-
that. So
okay.
we'll try to, and now Levi is actually helping him. So we'll try
Okay.
to get it proper.
So we'll test it finally before we do the live stream, not on the live stream.
Yes.
Okay, that's the goal.
Yes. The goal
Fingers
is
crossed.
to have it decent.
Doubt.
But let's
Alright.
see. It's always an experiment.
Yes. Yeah, Carlito says ESP32 camera allow control and video. Yeah, it's an ESP32 with a camera. So that what he's using, I guess.
Yeah.
After that, we have pretty much checked off the things that happened this week. Do you want to share what we might bring in the next couple weeks?
Sure. Alexa, could you switch back to the full screen to kind of distract people?
Oh, you're gonna set something up here? All right, so no one can see you.
Well, I gotta connect it all right. So it was the opposites. So one from each. And then I have fresh pads for you.
Oh, it's going for me. All right.
Sorry, I have a hoodie, so
All right, you can't roll up your sleeves.
convenient, huh? All right, you can do this.
Oh man.
All right, let's switch the
You
scenes.
can switch back.
I think we can switch back.
All right.
Oh,
So
God.
here's the idea we have. I think we mentioned it before, but imagine an event where me and Shane are playing Counter-Strike against each other, and you guys are able to electrocute us while we play. You
Think
can
about
choose.
it.
You can choose who are you playing for, Team Shane or Team Stan, and basically once every minute you have a 60-second turn, and you have 3 seconds to press space and electrocute us. You will see the game screen live, so you will be able to see like when we're about to shoot, and that's when you press the button and miss.
Yeah. So. The way you better start at the lowest level, man.
So this is the device. It's like a muscle stimulant.
Right.
You don't want to put it like one on one hand and one on the other hand, because then it goes through your whole body.
Yeah, it goes
But
to
if
your
you-
heart.
Yes, that's not good. But if you put it just on one side and you start low mode, it's not so bad.
So what are you gonna put it on?
One. I'm
Okay.
gonna go to
What is going
I'm
on?
already anticipating.
stroke, and then I put one.
Already, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that was because I have it perfect pads on both sides of the bicep. Dude, it was going.
Can we put the on Shane camera and let's move the microphone?
How are you gonna put that bigger?
I can't
Isn't
put
there-
it bigger.
No, no.
That doesn't.
No,
No.
it's because it's a box inside the.
All right, all right, all right.
Let me do it,
You do it yourself.
and then we'll show something here.
BN writes, I look forward to shocking you guys.
Let's see. Mode. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see this, but
The
this is
muscle is-
shocking the heck out of my arm. And then if we go stronger. Oh, and it fell off.
Turn it off, turn it off.
This is how actually Shane works out every day. He doesn't actually go to the gym.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
does
I lay
this.
in bed and I have these everywhere.
I let the internet stimulate my muscles. This is what happened in 60 days, and then like super.
But I can
buff.
tell you, even on the lowest mode, this is super weird.
So imagine for 3 seconds you have like your mouse hand. You're like about to
Yeah, and all of a
shoot,
sudden,
Ah! and we're both like we see each other like we're about to shoot,
yeah.
and it,
And you can do it in real time through Surrogate, so you can get it right at the second.
it's gonna be
Or
crazy. I
potentially,
think it's gonna be pretty fun.
So when are you doing it?
I don't know, when are we
Whenever we get the relay working.
doing it? Yeah, we just need to get some time to hook this thing up.
Yep.
And then there'll be a hosted hosted event where you'll check it out on Surrogate, and you'll be able to queue up and pick who you want to shock within that time frame of like a minute or something.
Exactly. There's actually one more thing I wanted to show. Can you open your laptop? I wanted to show the Sushi Dragon event thingy.
Oh yeah.
I think that was pretty cool. So let me send you the link before we end.
Okay.
So I think a month ago, Mordecai and us made a kit for Sushi Dragon. Yeah, I sent you the message. Made
Okay.
a kit for Sushi Dragon where we sent him the Mario
Why don't you
Kart.
tell who Sushi Dragon is?
The Sushi Dragon is a Twitch streamer who does a lot of pretty advanced technical stuff on his streams. He has like a camera hoverboard following him. He flies drones in his studio. He has a lot of super cool transitions, and he's super, what do you call it? He lets his community do a lot of stuff on his stream. So he was like a perfect thing for try and collaborate with what we do at Surrogate. So we shipped him the kits for Mario Karts, and he's been testing like doing Mario Kart races during his Twitch streams. If you want, you can try and check it out yourself
You can
during
switch
his
'em.
live streams. I think he does an event at least once a week. But then last week he had the races, and then there was like a bottle, just a bottle next to like somewhere on the floor, a
Right.
jug. And the community in the chat was like writing, "Hey, let's play Rocket League. Let's play Rocket League." And that's how during the stream they decided, "Okay, let's just play Rocket League with Mario Kart."
Right.
And that's what they were doing. They made the little goal, as you can see, out of a desk on wheels.
Oh, that's a goal.
That's a goal. And
Ah,
then
they're
there's
pushing the bottle to
Team
the-
Red and Team Green, and they're just
Right.
trying to
Go!
push the bottle, which
Right.
is pretty funny.
And they did this all through Surrogate.
Yes.
No.
So there's the stream on Twitch, but then he has the link and people can go and play on Surrogate in his huge warehouse, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, he actually wants to do more stuff with these Mario Karts. He bought some stuff. I don't know if I can tell, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
yeah,
say.
let's keep them secrets
But
for him.
he's testing some other stuff. So with the Mario Karts, it's pretty epic.
Yeah, but if you like this is his warehouse. He's got all kinds of crazy stuff.
Make
He's
sh-
walking around hooked up with
A bunch
all
of
kinds
cameras.
of stuff, and he like switches cameras on his body, and it goes to another part of the warehouse, and like this is happening live. It looks like a full-on production. This is how his live streams look.
Yeah, he switches everything like crazy.
He's just constantly switching between like a million different streams.
How many viewers did he have on this one?
I think like 900 something at the same time.
Yeah,
concurrent.
he's blowing up, and he's somewhat of a new streamer.
Yep.
But he's really blowing up. A lot of people are watching his streams, so it's really cool that he used Surrogate to enable this experience because it seems people are having a lot of fun.
Yep. So yeah, stay tuned for more.
Yeah, for sure. We'll keep you updated.
Do we have anything else?
I believe that is everything from this week.
All right. We'll see you later today.
Well, yeah, without further ado, we could end it. Who's hosting? You're hosting
Alexi.
today.
I am hosting.
Alexi and 10 gems.
10 gems and a pizza?
10 gems and a pizza.
Is that what your payment is today?
Sure.
10 gems and a pizza.
10 gem a pizza.
10 gems and a pizza.
10 gems and a
Touch it on my
pizza.
pizza.
To do it for one gem and a pizza.
One gem and a
He's
pizza.
lowering his price.
I said I'd do it, but I'm not doing it.
Okay, you're doing it for 1 gem and a pizza.
10 gems.
10
10
gems and a
gems
pizza.
and a half a
Out of
pizza.
0. What? No. The
And a
pizza
quarter
stays
of a
whole.
pizza. But it's pineapple.
Pineapple.
Full pineapple, 10 gems.
There's like
No,
no
that's
cheese.
a pineapple then.
Yes.
It's not a pizza.
That's why I give you
no
a pineapple.
sauce.
Okay, it's a
Put-
pizza, man.
As long as a
Use
pizza,
your
you can put
imagination.
pineapple on it.
Dough and pineapples.
Yeah, dough around a pineapple.
I mean, I wouldn't even be that mad at that.
You're like, that's interesting.
I like pineapple on a pizza.
What about pizza on a pineapple?
Depends what type of pizza.
There you go. We got to make a special order today.
and pineapple apple pan? And I think it's time to end.
Yes, that's the end. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Glad to have you here every week. We do have a lot of fun telling all the stuff we're doing. It's a lot of exciting things every single week. And today, go check out the world record attempt on Carlito's
Orlando.
game.
Oh no, it's drone race.
Yes, drone
Yes.
racing in like 6 hours.
And before that, sumo bots.
And before
Sumo
that,
bots
sumo bots. So you got a
in-
full-blown night.
3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, you got a full-blown night today on Surrogate. So go have fun.
It's on us. Go enjoy
It's
it.
on us. And we'll see you there and next week. Have a good weekend, everybody.
See everybody. Bye-bye.
Oh, look at that.
Is that really what we're using as the ending?
No.
No.
I just wanted to try that button out.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it fits well.
Are we offline now?
Are we offline? No, we're not. We're not offline yet.
I think